It has rained again, and it has been raining a lot. I think you've heard me say this 1,000 times before. My biggest blind spot when I decided to take the leap into full-time firewood was the weather. And the embarrassing thing is, you know, I'm from Ohio. And it kind of rains in Ohio. It kind of snows in Ohio. It gets really, really cold. It gets really, really hot. And for people like me who like to complain about the weather, it is a target-rich environment, I'm here to tell you. And you know, we had the flood. I'm still dealing with the fallout with that, but we have a plan in place. We're executing it. I think we're doing all right. The weather still continues to rain. And I had heard that the rows, we got standing water in the rows, and this is the natural flow of the yard is coming towards me, goes down this way to the creek. Oh, here we go. Got more standing water. More standing water. The objective for me is to get all this mudwood out, and that's going back to my yard. And this was, if you recall, that load log hauler Jesse brought in last fall that sat up in here. I ran all of that and processed it and stacked it in this row just to see exactly what we get off of a triaxle. And it came to almost 7 cords. And that is as high as the flood got. And all of that wood is what I call mudwood. So we, when we take it out to the restaurant, we take the wood that wasn't affected. The other stuff gets left behind. And then I bring my truck in here and we start hauling it back to my house, to the woodshed, which has been the case here. I've got almost all of this hauled out. This will be the stuff I'm taking back today, and that will get stacked at the woodshed, and then my new production will start going in here. The plan though is to got some other pallets that we're going to double up on these pallets to get them higher off the ground, because you know, we could have another flood but maybe not as deep. And even if I had another 6 inches on this most recent flood, I would have saved myself a lot of money, because you know, my firewood's worth a lot, and that's the shame of it. When I think I'm walking back here towards the creek just to show you how high it got, and we just had some pretty big rain. Okay, so it's this is pretty deep right in here. When this is not flowing, I mean, it is way down in there. So the creek has come up, but can you tell the rise to get up to my yard? It's pretty up there. And then on top of that, you know, up where the roof is, it is way up there. And that was where it was like, I don't know, like a flash flood. It was just a big wall of water that came in here and just pushed everything and shoved everything up against that far wall. But that has been my challenge here. We still have seasoned wood. We're still able to take care of our customers. I think what it has though is it may have set me back coming up into the fall, because this was a lot of wood that would have been in rotation, my first in, first out program, that I would be selling in the fall. So I have to get busy with production, which I have been, and I've been buying more off of my supplier up north, and that is where we're going to start bringing that wood back to my house. I think it just, for risk management purposes, it just makes sense to have your wood in multiple locations. The flood stunk, let's just be honest, but it could have been a lot worse. Could have been a fire. The Martians could have taken everything. So why keep it all in one place if I don't have to, because I have acreage and it won't tick the neighbors off. But a lot of this wood was made by me. This is about 10 cords of wood right here. It's stacked 5 foot tall. and we got 2 rows of it, and it's looking pretty good. It's real good looking wood. It's mostly maple. It'll dry out real fast, and I'm just trying to think here. I know I bought a lot of this and brought it down with my trailer and got it stacked, and we will be able to sell that here sooner than later. This row was new production, so there's no, this is all new. There's no mud here. And then, behind it is the cherry. So this stuff down here is the mudwood, unsellable. The stuff above is really nice. When cherry gets rained on, it doesn't look too hot. And this is wood that was in the flood down below. You can see a little bit of a dark stain. And I'm sloshing around here. I got my boots on. Can't walk around in my own yard here because of the rain. We're in the middle of June, and it's just the way it is. You can't do anything about it, My next logs for production, I'm pulling off of this side. This is a very big cherry log, but it's got a lot of rot, and I'm afraid there's going to be a lot of ants in it. That came back from the expo. That load of logs that Nathan Baird had brought over, we were keeping those in reserve in case we needed them. And the deal was, if we didn't use them, I would buy them off of them and bring them back. This is a good sized maple, so I'll cut this end off and mark me off some 16-inch, not 16-inch. I'll mark it off in 16-inch increments so that I don't have an offcut. This log's got some bend to it, and it's kind of bigger in diameter, so the shorter it is, the easier it is to go through the machine. Maple, maple, cherry, cherry, and then maple all the way up through here. The other challenge is once I get through this wood, this was pretty high up in the air, and that gets a little scary with my tractor getting these to tumble down so I can get them forked onto the live deck. Water everywhere, and you don't want to drink this stuff. This is my next project. This is the Hacky Pilkey Falcon 37. I need to get this up and running. This is one of the TP Silva processors like Japa, and they work opposite, they work left to right. So my plan is this is a pretty productive machine. I just got the 6-way mailed to me. We're going to get this up and going, and this will be feeding the hopper from this side. We have the live deck. It's hydraulic. The baby birds have hatched. They're gone. Congratulations to a happy mama. And this has a Kohler engine, 26.5 horse, detachable fuel tank. Yeah, I think it looks nice. And the Hackies are very well built, very productive, nice looking machines too. I think it'll be a little odd for me to do this with the opposite hand. I just wanted to give you an update on the yard. It's been a weird week and a half. Just the weather does not cooperate, and I have a personal policy. I don't work in the rain, man. The deliveries have still been going out. You can always schedule around the rain. It seems like all of your customers have flexibility when you can show up. The day is the important thing, and you just read the weather charts and hit the road. And I haven't gotten rained on a delivery yet. Come close. But then when you get back for production, you're kind of up against it. I still have, this is the wood from the expo. I had a couple people I know that bought some off of me. We just got it loaded up into their trucks and they're gone. But there's a lot of poplar in that wood too. So where I was looking at some of the nicer logs, looked like I could sell them as value-added firewood. Then you get into it deeper and it's poplar. Ugh. Oh, here is Oakland. This is all hickory. I don't have any hickory. That's it. All my hickory got washed away in a flood, so that's all I had made from these 2 big logs. I'm not sure if I showed that video yet, but if I haven't showed it, you'll see it here. I had 2 very nice, pretty straight hickory logs, 14 to 16 inch with taper. And the one was a little challenging to get through, but it really put out a lot of wood. That's mostly from 2 logs, all of that wood. Okay guys, I just wanted to give you an update on the yard. My emphasis right now is production, but sales haven't really tapered off. They did in May because the weather is just lousy. No one was outdoors. It was just cold and wet and rainy. June we did have some dry weather, but now we're back into this rainy season again here. Oh, this is all cherry. I've cherry picked these cherry logs, and we'll just have a couple straight cherry runs and get that stacked. Cherry dries out super fast. And there you go guys. I just wanted to give you an update and just show you some things and how this yard looks after. I mean, it was a pretty hard rain, long all day rain. And I wanted to show you how that creek comes up. And that's where I'm thinking the flood that we had was kind of an exceptional event. Hopefully we don't have to deal with that anytime soon. All right, everyone, have a great day.